أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا أبي القاسم محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم، واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين. In the name of Allah, the All-Beneficent, the All-Merciful. All praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, and the best of blessings and purest of greetings be on the one sent as mercy to all creatures, our Master and Guardian Abul Qasim Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the last of prophets and messengers, and on his immaculate progeny, the leaders of guidance and lanterns in darkness, the Imams of the nation and saviors of mankind and their followers, and the worst curses and the permanent chastisement of God be on their enemies up to the day of resurrection. First of all, let's have a quick look at the chapter 103 of the Holy Quran, Surah Al-Asr. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wal-Asr. إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Before explaining the verses of Surah Al-Asr, I would like to attract your kind attention to the fact that our passage from this world to the hereafter is called life. Time is here never resting. Life in this world means the period, the length or portion of time between birth and death. It is a present from our Creator. It's our own main capital and more important than all other things. We are passing through and losing the years, months, days, hours, minutes, and seconds. Time searches out and destroys everything material. If we merely run a race against time, we shall lose. Life is ever full of toil and misery if looked at as empty of the eternal hope which revelation gives us. It is only our spiritual part that conquers the time. The Holy Quran says, I swear on time, indeed the human being is in loss, except those who believe and do the righteous deeds and enjoin each other with the truth and enjoin each other with the patience and constancy. Now we are going to read and translate some narrations commenting the holy verses of Surah Al-Asr. The first is stated in the book Kamaluddin wa Tamamun Ni'mah. حدثنا أحمد بن هارون القاري وجعفر بن محمد بن مسرور وعلي بن الحسين بن شاذبيه المؤدب رضي الله عنهم قالوا حدثنا محمد بن عبد الله بن جعفر بن جامع الحميري قال حدثنا أبي عن محمد بن الحسين بن أبي الخطاب الدقاق عن محمد بن سنان عن المفضل بن عمر قال سألت الصادق جعفر بن محمد عليه السلام عن قول الله عز وجل والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر. قال عليه السلام العصر عصر خروج القائم أجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف. إن الإنسان لفي خسر يعني أعداءنا إلا الذين آمنوا يعني بآياتنا وعملوا الصالحات يعني بمواساة الإخوان وتواصوا بالحق يعني بالإمامة وتواصوا بالصبر يعني في الفترة. It is narrated from Al-Mufaddal ibn Umar who said, I asked As-Sadiq Ja'far ibn Muhammad alayhim as-salam about the words of Allah Azza wa Jal, Wal Asr, I swear on the time. He alayhi salam said the time is the time of the coming out of Alqa'im Ajjalallah Ta'ala Farajuh Sharif from occultation. As you consider, Allah Azza wa Jal has emphasized the sanctity of time. Swearing on the time, He has attracted the attention of His servants to the leading function of their deeds in their destiny here and hereafter, through their life schedule. So, they have to manage their time productively, because the worldly life is an opportunity as well as their only and main capital. The time of coming out of Al-Qa'im Ajalallah Ta'ala Farajuh Sharif from occultation is the most important key point in the human history to annihilate injustice as well as to establish justice worldwide. The just Allah has chosen this time for His swearing. This time is so sainted and important that it has been sworn on by Allah, and it must be respected, preserved, and expected by His servants. Then we have Innal insana lafi khusr. For these words, indeed the human being is in loss. He alayhi salam said it means our enemies. That's to say, our enemies are in loss. Who are their enemies? The hypocrite companions who had accepted Mawlana Amirul Mu'minin Al-Imam Ali alayhi salam as the immediate successor of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam at Qadir Khum and paid allegiance to him, but then they followed the worldly desires and broke their allegiance, such as Abu Bakr, Umar, Abu Ubaidah, Uthman, Muawiyah, Aisha, Hafsa, Hind, Hakam, and so forth, their partisans and their followers. They are all in permanent loss and going to hell. They have bought their life for the worldly desires in a bargain and lost their shares of the paradise. Then we have إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, except those who believe, meaning in our signs, that's to say divine signs. The Holy Prophet Muhammad, the Lady Fatima, and the 12 infallible Imams alayhimus salam have been chosen from among the greatest signs of Allah. Then men are in loss except those who believe in these greatest signs of Allah and their infallibility, guardianship, and mission. Then we have وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, and those who do the righteous deeds, meaning in the equality of the brethren who believe in the guardianship of the above-mentioned 14 infallibles alayhimus salam. Then we have وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ, and enjoin each other with the truth, meaning with the imamah, leadership of the 12 infallible Imams alayhimus salam, as the core of message of Allah. Then we have وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ, and enjoin each other with the patience and constancy, meaning during the longer occultation of Al-Imam AlMahdi Ajtf Ta'ala Farajuh Sharif and thereafter, or during the crises and difficulties resulting from the divine trials, or when being lured by the worldly amusements, or when being oppressed by the apparent or hidden enemies, for the reason that they have a lot of faith in vilaya or the guardianship of the 14 infallibles alayhimus salam. The second narration is stated in the book Ta'wilul Ayat. قال محمد بن العباس رحمه الله حدثنا محمد بن القاسم بن سلمة عن جعفر بن عبد الله المحمدي عن أبي صالح الحسن بن إسماعيل عن عمران بن عبد الله المشرقاني عن عبد الله بن عبيد عن محمد بن علي عن أبي عبد الله عليه السلام في قوله عز وجل إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. قال استثنى الله سبحانه أهل صفوته من خلقه حيث قال إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا ببلاية مولانا علي أمير المؤمنين عليه السلام وعملوا الصالحات أي أدوا الفرائض وتواصوا بالحق أي بالولاية وتواصوا بالصبر أي وصوا ذراريهم ومن خلفوا من بعدهم بها وبالصبر عليها. It has been narrated by Muhammad ibn Ali from Abi Abdullah alayhi salam regarding the words of the mighty and majestic إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ, except those who believe and do the righteous deeds and enjoin each other with the truth and enjoin each other with the patience and constancy. He alayhi salam said, Allah Azza wa Jal excluded his chosen people of these characteristics from among his creatures, where he Azza wa Jal said, indeed the human being is in loss, except those who believe in the guardianship of Amir al-Mu'minin, al-Imam Ali alayhi salam, and subsequently the guardianship of his 11 infallible descendants, and do the righteous deeds, that's to say by performing and calling to the divine and humane obligations, and enjoin each other with the truth, that's to say to the guardianship of the 14 infallibles alayhimus salam, and enjoin each other with the patience and constancy, that's to say they recommend their offspring and the ones who will succeed them to believe deeply the guardianship of the 14 infallibles alayhimus salam, to be patient upon it, and to resist pressures of the enemies to disbelieve it. The third narration is stated in the book Al-Ihtijaj. في كتاب الاحتجاج للتبرسي رحمه الله بإسناده إلى محمد بن علي الباقر عليهما السلام عن النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم حديث طويل وفيه خطبة القدير وفيها وفي علي والله نزلت سورة العصر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إلى آخره. In the book Al-Ihtijaj, compiled by the Blessed Tabarsi by his chain going up to Maulana al-Imam Muhammad ibn Ali al-Baqir alayhim as-salam from the Holy Prophet of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam, it is stated a lengthy narration including Qadir Khum's sermon delivered by the Holy Prophet of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam, and in it by Allah Azza wa Jal, it was regarding Ali alayhi salam that Surah Al-Asr was revealed. In the name of Allah, the All-Beneficent, the All-Merciful, I swear on the time up to its end. Some traditionalists, based on the subsequent narrations, believe in the theory that there are some altered verses in this chapter. In fact, this will not invalidate the Holy Quran as the proof of Allah, because based on the valid and confirmed narrations from the 14 infallibles alayhimus salam, we know exactly the cases and the limits of alteration, one by one. For example, in the book Majmu' al-Bayan, as you are going to observe it, it is said, in the recitation of Ibn Mas'ud, the perfect text of Surah Al-Asr was, I swear on the time, indeed the human being is in loss, and he would be in it up to the end of times. And that has been reported from Maulana Amirul Mu'minin, Al-Imam Ali alayhi salam. Please pay attention. وقيل أن في قراءة ابن مسعود والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر وأنه فيه إلى آخر الدهر وروي ذلك عن مولانا أمير المؤمنين علي عليه السلام. And as you are going to watch it, the blessed Ali ibn Ibrahim said also the same meaning. Abi Abdullah alayhi salam recited Surah Al-Asr as you hear, I swear on the time, Indeed, the human being is in loss, and he would be in it up to the end of times, except those who believe and do the righteous deeds and instruct each other with the piety and instruct each other with the patience. Please. وقرأ أبو عبد الله عليه السلام والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر وأنه فيه إلى آخر الدهر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وأتمروا بالتقوى وأتمروا بالصبر. At last, please pay attention to some narrations about the merits of Surah Al-Asr. Indeed, the meaning of these merits can be only believed by the people who believe in the unseen. As Allah Azza wa Jal has said in the beginning of Surah Al-Baqarah, الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ, who believe in the unseen and maintain the prayer and spend out of what we have provided for them. The first narration is stated in the book ثواب الأعمال وإقاب الأعمال compiled by Ibn Babawayh. أبي رحمه الله قال حدثني محمد بن يحيى عن محمد بن أحمد عن محمد بن حسان عن إسماعيل بن مهران عن الحسن عن الحسين بن أبي العلاء عن أبي عبد الله عليه السلام قال من قرأ بالعصر في نوافله بعثه الله يوم القيامة مشرقا وجهه راهكا سنه قريرة عينه حتى يدخل الجنة. The blessed Ibn Babawayh narrated by his chain from Al-Husayn ibn Abi al-Ala from Mawlana Abi Abdullah alayhi salam having said, the one who recites, I swear on the time, that's to say Surah Al-Asr, in his optional prayers, Nawafil, would be resurrected by Allah Azza wa Jal on the day of judgment with a radiance in his face and usefulness in his age, delight in his eyes, until he enters the paradise. The second narration is stated in Tafsir al-Burhan from خواص القرآن. من خواص القرآن روي عن النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم أنه قال من قرأ هذه السورة كتب الله له 10 حسنات وختم له بخير وكان من أصحاب الحق وإن قرأت على ما يدفن تحت الأرض أو يخزن حفظه الله إلى أن يخرجه صاحبه. It has been reported from the Holy Prophet of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam having said, one who recites this surah, Al-Asr, Allah Azza wa Jal would write 10 rewards for him and give him a good end, and he would be from the companions of the truth. And moreover, if Surah Al-Asr is recited upon what is buried underneath the ground or stored, Allah Azza wa Jal would protect it until its owner takes it out.